So we'll see what is cloud and cloud computing first. So let us see what is the meaning of cloud. Cloud is a network of data centers that provide variety of services such as servers, storage, database, networking, and software. So guys, cloud is nothing but it is a collection of data centers that provides different services like server, storage, etc. So what is data center? We need to understand first. So it is a server room where we install the servers and networking devices like routers, switches, firewalls, etc. Okay, so it is a room where we install the different networking devices. Okay, and collection of multiple data centers is known as cloud. And the data centers are owned by the cloud service providers like AWS or Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud Platform, or GCP. So these data centers are owned by different cloud service provider like AWS, Azure, and Google. Let us see what is the meaning of cloud computing. We have seen the meaning of cloud. Okay, cloud is a collection of different data centers with different services like servers, storage, software, etc. What is the meaning of cloud computing? Cloud computing is accessing the cloud services over the internet with pay as you go pricing. So this is your data center, this is your cloud. And what we are doing here, we are accessing the cloud services via internet with pay as you go pricing. So what we are doing here, let us say we need the virtual server. So we will access the virtual server via internet. Let us say we need storage. So we will access the storage from cloud from internet with pay as you go pricing. What is the meaning of this pay as you go pricing? Pay only what you use. Okay, you don't need to pay for complete month. Let us say you have used the virtual server only for 1 hour. You will pay for only 1 hour. You will not pay for the complete month. This is the cloud computing for you. So instead of buying, owning, maintaining the physical data centers and servers, you can access the resources on rental basis from the cloud service provider like AWS. So you don't need to build your own data center. Okay, what you will do, you will access whatever the services you want from the cloud. Okay, and you will pay whatever you are using for. So you might be wondering why renting the cloud services? Why can't we have our own data centers on premises? So why can't we have our own data center on premises? Why to take the services from the cloud service provider? So on premises data centers are challenging to manage and they are very costly as well. So it is very challenging to manage the data centers and they are very costly as well. So let us see the challenges of maintaining our own data centers. So imagine you are a startup and you want to launch your app. And what you have decided to establish your own data center on premises. You don't want to access the services from cloud. You have decided to establish your own data center for your application. So then, if you are establishing your own data center, you are responsible for everything in your data center. Everything in the sense, you are responsible for networking, you are responsible for storage, servers, virtualization, operating system, middleware, runtime, data, and application. We will discuss about each and everything one by one. Okay, so you are responsible for everything if you are establishing your own data center. So let us see networking. Okay, so you are responsible for networking of your own data center, like purchasing, installing, configuring, managing the networking devices. So you will purchase, install, configure the networking devices like routers, switches, firewalls, and other devices, and you will do the cabling and you are responsible for internet access also. So networking part, you will do it. Then you are responsible for storage as well. So you need storage to store your application data. So you are managing the application. Application will have some data. So for that data, we need the storage. So you are responsible for purchasing, installing, and configuring the storage here. So you will manage the storage. Again, everything is your responsibility. Then you are responsible for servers as well. So you need the physical servers like HP server, Dell server for your application. So you are responsible to purchase, install, configure, and manage all the physical servers as well. Then after purchasing the servers, let us say you have decided to do the virtualization. Again, you are responsible for virtualization. So what is this virtualization? Let us try to understand. Virtualization is a technology that allows a physical server to run multiple operating systems at the same time. So guys, let us say you have the environment where you have not done the virtualization. Okay, virtualization is not there. And let us say you are having 10 applications. So for 10 applications, you need to purchase 10 physical servers if the virtualization is not there. So with virtualization, what you will do? You will purchase only one physical server. If you see we have purchased only one physical server, then we have installed the virtualization software. And on this one physical server, you can run 10 applications. You will install 10 operating systems simultaneously. These operating systems will work simultaneously and you will install the applications. Okay. So virtualization is a technology that allows a single physical servers to run multiple operating system at the same time. So you have decided for the virtualization. So you are responsible for virtualization also. So like virtualization software licensing, virtualization software installation, creating the virtual machine and managing. So you are responsible for virtualization. Then you need the operating system as well, like Linux operating system, Windows Server operating system. So operating system licensing, you will do it and you will do the installation and you will manage the operating system as well. Then you are responsible for middleware as well. So what is this middleware? Let us try to understand. So guys, imagine in your environment, you are having two applications, app 1 and app 2. And sometimes we need to make the communication between two applications or two software. In that situation, how they will communicate with each other, we need the middleware. Okay, so middleware is a software that different applications use to communicate with each other. So we will have one middleware. Use this middleware will make the communication between these two applications. Okay, so we have different middleware types like application middleware, database middleware. Again, you are responsible for this middleware as well. Then you are responsible for runtime as well. So what is this runtime? Let us try to understand. So runtime is a software that provides an environment for a programming language to run the code. So let us say we have decided to build our application. So for building our applications, we need the software developers. These software developers, they develop your application. To develop the application, they need the programming language. Let us say they are using the Java programming language. So to run the Java code, they need the Java runtime. Okay. So the Java runtime is Java runtime environment. Again, you are responsible for this runtime. Let us say the developers are using Python. So they need the Python runtime. The Python runtime is Python interpreter. Let us say they are using .NET language to develop your application. So they need the .NET framework runtime to run the code. So again, as I told you, you are responsible for everything. You are responsible for the runtime as well. Then you are responsible for data as well. So as we have discussed, if you are running your application, so it will have the data as well. So you are responsible to protect your data. So what you will do, you will take the backup of your data. In case of disaster, you will restore it as well. Then you are responsible for developing and deploying, developing, deploying, and managing your application as well. So whatever the application you want, you will develop it, you will deploy it, and you will manage it. So everything is your responsibility on your own data center. So
Arif,
again,
Arif, one question. Abid, right?
then guys, you need the cooling as well. Okay, so servers and other networking devices, they generate heat, which is a risk to your data center. Okay, so we have so many devices, we have servers, switches, routers, firewalls. Okay, and they will generate a lot of heat, and which is a risk to your data. To make them cool, we need the ACs. Okay, so ACs must be installed to make them cool. Again, we need to install the ACs. Then there will be a power consumption, and you will pay the electricity bill as well. So you need to provide 24 by 7 power supply. You need to arrange the UPS, you will arrange the generator. If the UPS is not working, you will supply the power from generator. So you need to manage the fuel as well. So you need to do so many things for your own data center, and it required a large space to install the servers and other networking devices. You can see it required a large space as well. And to manage the complete infrastructure, huge manpower is required. To manage the networking devices, you need the network engineer. To manage the servers, you need the system administrators. For security, you need the security team. Okay, you need the electricians, technicians, cleaner, so many things. Okay, so many employees you need to hire, and you need to pay to them every month. In short, owning a data center consumes a lot of money. You need to pay a lot if you are owning your own data center. So guys, let us say you have owned your own data center, you have installed the application, you did everything, you established your data center. Now there are two possibilities. The first possibility is your startup gets successful, your application gets successful. Okay. So if your startup gets successful, your apps getting huge load, then you need to add more servers, which will take a lot of time. Again, there is a drawback here. So if your startup is getting successful and your application is getting more traffic, to bear more traffic, you need more servers. To arrange more servers, it will take around 1 week, guys. This is the problem. Let us say your startup is not successful. Then you want to close your business. So you will not get the good price for your devices. In both the situations, there are drawbacks. So to overcome these challenges, we use the cloud computing. Okay. So there are